Good morning, everyone, and welcome back as we begin this school year. I want us to focus on students, families, and communities we serve. My vision is simple. We need to be on the same line if we want to achieve collective success. That means clear communications, equal opportunities, and decisions that are centered on students. I also believe leadership should be present and supportive. I do not lead only from the office. I want to be a servant leader who works beside staff, supports families, and helps students grow. Today, I will share our school-wide priorities for the school and the strategies we will use to support our community. This community snapshot helps us understand Salos Middle School beyond numbers. It shows who our students are and families are, what strengths our community brings, and what we need to consider as educators. Our community is bilingual, bicultural, family-centered, and hardworking. Many students bring cultural pride, resilience, and family values. At the same time, some families may face challenges with transportation, work schedules, language barriers, technology access, or basic needs. Profilers by ecological model reminds that students are influenced by home, school, community, and larger systems. Because of this, we must know the community before we truly serve it. One thing we learn is that our community has many strengths. Our students come from families that value respect, hard work, family, and education. Many students are bilingual and bicultural, which is strength that students should be celebrated. At the same time, we also need to understand that barriers some families face. Some parents work long hours, some may need information in Spanish, and some other students may need extra academic or emotional support. This needs to be defined as the students, but help understand that supports them better. At school, we should not make assumptions. We should listen, use data, and create supports that match reality of our school. These goals were selected because student success depends on more than what happens during class. If we want to make students to grow, we need strong relationships between school, home, and communities. Families should not feel like they need to hear from us when there's a problem. They should feel like partners. We also need to promote inclusivity so every student feels seen and supported, and that includes students with disabilities, English learners, gifted students, and students with behavior needs, and students who may be struggling outside of school. These goals connect to share our vision because they remind us that we are all responsible for student success. Our community values character in San Luis. Family respect, hard work, and perseverance matter. These values should show up in how we teach, how we correct behavior, how we speak to families, and how we treat each other as staff. Character education should not just be a poster on the wall or a lesson we teach once. Students learn character by watching adults. If we expect respect, we must model respect. We expect responsibility, we must model responsibility. Berkowitz and Bayer explained that effective character education can support student behavior, academic achievement, and school climate. This year, we will connect our school expectations to the virtues our community already values. Data help us make better decisions, but we have to look at the story behind the numbers. If a student is absent, we need to ask why. Is it transportation, health, family responsibilities, motivation? If a family is not attending meetings, we should ask if the time, language, or format is creating a barrier. We will use data to plan tutoring intervention, family communication, technology support, and counseling services. Equity does not mean everyone gets the exact same thing. Equity means identifying needs and respond fairly. Our decision should be transparent and student centered so families and staff can trust the process. Technology is a part of equity. If we expect students and families to use digital platforms, then we must make sure they know how to use them and have access. Some families may need instructions in Spanish. Some parents may not feel comfortable using school apps or online grade system. Some students may need access to a device or internet support. We also need to use technology to support learning, not just to assign more work. This includes academic programs, tutoring, intervention, and communication tools. Our goal is to remove barriers so students and families can participate fully. Family engagement has to be intentional. Families should not hear from us when a student is missing work or when there's behavior concern. We need to communicate positive progress too. One strategy will be to encourage staff to make a positive family contact throughout the year. Another strategy will be a bilingual communication so families receive information in a language they understand. Epstein 2018 emphasized that school, family, and community partnerships strengthen student learning. For our school, this could include family math nights, academic workshops, students showcase, and parent surveys. The school is not to make families feel judged. The school is to help families feel included and respected. Family engagement is not only the principal's jobs or teacher's jobs. Every adult on campus shapes how families experience our school. A parent may first interact with the front office, a coach, a paraprofessional, a counselor, or a teacher. That interaction matters. If families feel welcome, trust grows. If they feel ignored, confused, or judged, or distance grows. As staff, we need to work together and use consistent communication. I also want our staff time to be meaningful. If we want our meetings or doing professional development, it should be prepared, useful, and productive. Staff should leave with something they can actually use to support students and families. Inclusivity means more than allowing students to be present. It means students feel like they belong in our school. Inclusivity includes respecting language, culture, disability, academic level, and family background. As a former special education teacher, I know that some students need extra supports to access learning and feel success. As a math teacher, I also know that students are more willing to take academic risks when they feel respected. Khalifa 2018 explains that actually responsive school leadership requires leaders to understand and respond to communities they serve. Our school culture should reflect our students and families. The first strategy is culturally responsive. Communication and instruction. This means we communicate clearly, respect family language, and connect instruction to students' lives when possible. The second strategy is character education with restorative practices. Students need to learn how to communicate, resolve conflict, make responsibilities, and repair harm. We should not only punish behavior, we should teach and reteach expectations. This connects to my belief that students need guidance, not just consequences. If we want a positive school culture, we need consistency, respect, and support from every adult on campus. Human flourishing means helping people grow in a complete way. For students, that means academic success, character, confidence, belonging, and hope. For staff, it means feeling supported and connected to a meaningful mission. For families, it means feeling respected and included. To communicate our goals, we will use two main strategies. First, we will create a bilingual communication plan using newsletters, school messages, school social media, and family events. Second, we will create a stakeholder feedback system through a surveys, parents meetings, student input, and staff discussions. Communication must be clear and transparent. When everybody understands the schools and sees their role in achieving them, we can build a stronger school culture together. And thank you so much for your attention.